The National Suicide and Crisis Hotline, 988, has been in effect for nearly a year now.
The lifeline, which was formerly known as the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, was changed nearly a year ago, and officials say so far it's been effective. Channel 8's Matthew Mittleider has more.
Since the National Suicide Hotline number was changed to 988, up to 98% of people who call or text the number for help have been able to receive it without needing additional support. That's according to the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. The National Foundation for Suicide Prevention says they're hoping the new number is easier to remember and more approachable for anyone who needs help.
We wouldn't think twice about calling 911 with a medical emergency. And so we ought to be thinking the same thing with a mental health crisis or a mental health emergency. And truly, it doesn't even have to be an emergency. It can be somebody who is just struggling and needs somebody to talk to.
Despite the success, a new poll from the National Alliance on Mental Illness shows more than 80% of U.S. adults are still not familiar with 988. Officials say there has been some stigma that when you call the number, police will automatically get involved, but that's not the case. The number is a completely separate function from 911, and response teams who answer will only contact authorities if there's a safety concern. In the Lincoln area, Centerpoint serves as one of the mobile crisis response teams, who will help respond to calls and meet anyone who needs support in person.
Once we're out there, we do screen people for suicide, we'll do risk assessment, counseling on access to lethal means, safety planning, but then also focus really on what they need, whether that's coping, maybe some resources, and trying to get them connected to the appropriate services if they need ongoing support.
Officials say the more we discuss mental health and suicide, the more comfortable people will be about getting help. And if you're worried about someone but you aren't sure what the right thing to say is, you can always call 988 and ask for advice.
The other thing is, if you are with somebody and they might be struggling, it can often be very effective to say, let's call together. And that way it doesn't feel so scary for that person that they have to call this number by themselves. But I'll be here with you so you can know that you're not sitting here alone while you're making this call.
If you or someone you know needs help, you can either call or text 988 from anywhere in the country. Reporting in Lincoln, Matthew Mittleider, Channel 8 News.
And later this fall, several of what they call Out of the Darkness community walks will be taking place in Omaha, Beatrice, and Columbus to further spread awareness and give support to anyone who needs it.